Eom Business Network. So much for one broadcast.
Hello there, it's another very beautiful day to you, and many thanks indeed for joining us. You're watching the Eom Business Network, indeed the voice of corporate Nigeria. I am Olorgo Elkanah. Today on the program, we shall be speaking with notable industry operators about their businesses in relation to the operating environment and indeed the Nigerian economy. Also on the lineup is Spot On with Ganiyu Musa, Group Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Cornerstone Insurance PLC. And on the face-to-face is another industry captain, Henry Osai Alumona, who is the Group Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Henry Karll Company Limited. This is a package you can't afford to miss. Stay with us as we bring you the details.
Honey, you're welcome, dear.
Thank you, darling.
Honey, how was your trip?
Full of adventures. First, it was my luggage is missing in transit. While trying to get over that, I slipped on my way back to the hotel room. As if that was not enough, I missed my flight back home.
So how did you pay for all those expenses?
I didn't. My insurance cover did.
Wow!
At Cornerstone, we get you insured from personal accident, total loss of checked-in baggage, or even flight delay. We don't give you any hassle when you have a need. We are always on hand to settle your claims quickly. Visit www.cornerstone.com.ng. Cornerstone, the future assured.
Madubere Chika is the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Nexzon Global Maritime Services Limited.
Make sure we remit to government, because that is our voice, that is our power, that is our own contribution. You understand? So I am impressed with the current regime, and the application of the single window has really helped. The only shortfall that we have is the ETCC, which is the Electronic Task Clearance Certificate, which they implement, and the process is crazy in the sense that the server is poor, it's very slow. Even to download your ETCC takes a longer while. You can be trying to download it for over a month. You cannot link up on the internet, and it's really terrible, because there was a time we had an application to do with a government agency and they required the task clearance. The client is trying to bring in this item, and because of the task clearance, we have to wait for a couple of weeks before we're able to get the task clearance and apply. Then we got our permits and bring these items. But the client was not really satisfied in that sector, in that regards. You understand? So, but if we have efficiency in issuing all this in a matter of days, it will be better. So it will hasten and speed up the process, because literally everything you do with government bodies or agencies, you need a task clearance.
Swiss Spirit Hotel and Suites is a new hospitality home away from home in Port Harcourt, Rivers State. Chief Dr. Daniel Chimezie Okeke is the chairman and chief executive officer of Express Concerns International Group, as well as a franchisee. In an exclusive interview with Eom Business Network news correspondent in Port Harcourt, he speaks about the uniqueness of this hotel.
We try as much as possible to hold our guests and know what their problems are. There is no guest that will leave the hotel that will not get a review from him or her. It's very important, because if you don't hear from them, one guest who goes out with negative review can spoil your hotel and you lose 1,000 guests. And one guest who has positive review and you don't get those reviews can also make you not get 1,000 guests. So customer relationship is very important. It's key, and communication is very important in every business you do. So we try as much as possible to stand out, talk to our guests, know what the problems are, solve the problems immediately, and try to also do things that other people are not doing. And besides, we have an advantage over other hotels in Port Harcourt. The number of rooms, the banquet halls, the conference, and all the rest. So it gives us an edge against other hotels.
Operators in the real estate industry in Nigeria have continued to position their companies with a view to satisfying the housing needs of Nigerians. And one of such companies is Dpkay Homes and Property Limited. Femi Austin is the Lekki branch manager of the company.
Amongst others, there are several benefits in acquiring property. Number one, you can acquire property for business sake. You want to invest in it now and probably sell it in the future, and you know that property business is even gaining more ground than oil business now. If one invests in property business now, it's just to wait for it's a matter of time before you know it appreciates. So you can, one of the benefits is the return on investment, and the other benefit is living in the midst of the affluent, living in the midst of people who reason the way you reason, living in the midst of successful people. So,
And that is the EOM Business Network News.
Everybody loves Lagos. The people, the spirit, and of course, the opportunities. I have loads of friends here. The city has so much to offer. Gives everyone the opportunity to make a living. At the end of the day, we all need a piece of the city we can own. A place we can come home to.
Dpkay not only gives you an opportunity to own a piece of the city, but also make money while you're at it. When you refer your friends, neighbors, or colleagues to Dpkay Homes and Property Limited and they buy any of choice property, you get a commission. Simple as that. Tell someone about Dpkay. He or she buys. You make money. But that's not all. You stand a chance to win cars, phones, all expense paid trip to Dubai, no matter who you are or what you do.
Partner with Dpkay Homes and Property Limited.
Dpkay Homes and Property Limited. Guarantee your future.
Johnson Ikpenu is the managing partner of DNJ Properties and Investment Limited.
We have 8 estates, 5 functional estates. There are over 600 of our customers that have been taken off. I am not a landlord, I am not a landlady. These are new landlords and new landladies. Even children are subscribing to our estates through their parents. And so in that little way, we've been able to take off a lot of people from the landlord and landlady aspects, and now they have homes of their own. We also have people who generally we consider as low-income earners. These ones also subscribe to our estate because we give them flexible payment plan to be able to subscribe to our estates. And in our own little way, we have a well-structured organization whereby we also recruit graduates that are meant to be on the streets already working for us. And in all, I can say that DNJ Properties and Investment Limited are contributing in their own little way to the growth of the economy.
Customer satisfaction is very, very important to us. We ensure that our customers are happy right from the very first day of their engagement up till when their plot is allocated to them. And even after that, we also ensure that our clients get the best of their desire in terms of our estate by providing infrastructure. Our estate is gated, we have infrastructure already, and we don't keep their land for long. We allocate to them, and with that, we've been able to create a lot of landlords and landladies.
On the part of private property developers, there has been a lot of encouragement in the sense that more homeowners has been made by their flexible payment plan they introduce. I'm aware of some few real estate companies that even have as low as daily payments. You know, that way an average pepper seller or any other artisans can own homes of their own. And as such, DNJ Properties as a company, we have products for all classes of people. We are not just focused on some particular elites. So like my partner said earlier, our vision or mission is to create more homeowners as much as possible, and as such we have to make the home affordable to an average person too. So that's why we have some products that are not so much in terms of cost, and then you can spread it for as long as 6 months. We have some that you can actually do a year.
Fortunately for us, we have people who have entrusted their funds and their finances and their investments with us at DNJ Properties and Investment Limited. And because they have entrusted that on us, we have not disappointed them. We also know that the government cannot do everything, but they can adopt policies, especially in the financial sector, to ensure that those who are not able to cater for or buy a home of their own, they can give them the opportunity to mortgage these facilities like it is done in the developed countries, whereby the single digits interest rates can apply. If you look at the financial system today, the mortgage system, the interests are in double digits. And so it is not convenient for people to seek loans from these financial organizations. So if funding can be provided for businesses like this, and also funding provided for those who want to subscribe, I think the economy will be on an ever-growing scale.
Welcome to Nexzon Global Maritime Services Limited. We are a world-class logistics solutions provider. Call us now. Telephone number 090-9215-8558 or 080-3438-4352. Nexzon Global.
Honey. You're welcome, dear.
Thank you, darling.
Honey, how was your trip?
Full of adventures. First, it was my luggage's missing in transit. While trying to get over that, I slipped on my way back to the hotel room. As if that was not enough, I missed my flight back home.
So how did you pay for all those expenses?
I didn't. My insurance cover did.
Wow.
At Cornerstone, we get you insured from personal accident, total loss of checked-in baggage, or even flight delay. We don't give you any hassle when you have a need. We are always on hand to settle your claims quickly. Visit www.cornerstone.com.ng. Cornerstone, the future assured.
Cornerstone Insurance PLC was incorporated on 26 July 1991 to conduct insurance business in a professional, ethical, and customer-focused manner. Built around the vision to be the leading insurance-based financial services group in Nigeria, it became a public liability company and quoted on the Nigerian Stock Exchange in 1992. The company is driven by the core values of integrity, empathy, professionalism, innovation, and team spirit. Cornerstone Insurance PLC is licensed by the National Insurance Commission, NICOM, to operate both general and life insurance businesses. Over the years, the company has received many awards in recognition of its professional and world-class services. Ganiyu Musa is the Group Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer.
We take claim settlement as the core, for us. That's the reason we exist. And like I told you, some of the steps that we took in terms of making it easier for our clients to file and obtain their claims. Again, because we felt very confident about our processes and our ability to honor obligations, we were the very first company in this country to go on national television and promise our customers that we will settle their claims in 3 days. We had an advert around that ran on the national television. And we created feedback sections on our platform, on our claims discharge form, to collect the feedback of customers in terms of their experience with that. So we take it very seriously. In fact, in 2016 and 2017, in terms of the ratio of our claims to our premiums, we probably paid more of our premiums out as claims than any other company in the market. Obviously, that is not a sustainable business model, but for us, that is at the core. Once you make the promise, the moment you have the claim, we are ready at the table with our check. So it is sacrosanct as far as we're concerned. And in fairness, for a number of the operators in the industry, that is what you have right now. A lot of the baggage that we hear about issues of claim settlement is more perception, which leads to the image that you spoke about, I must also admit that there are one or two bad eggs, which again we're dealing with as an industry, association. Mind you, I'm the deputy chairman of the NIA, so I know what the association is doing in terms of, cleaning up that area of, of our business. And we came together a year or 18 months ago with a decent structure to step up the awareness in the market of the value of insurance and the awareness of the claims that apart from the individual claims resolution mechanism that we have in our companies with the NIA, the regulator also has an ombudsman service where as a policy holder, if you have any issues with your claim settlement, you could write to the regulator at no cost to you, and they will compel the insurance company to pay all valid claims. Yes, maybe we have not made enough noise about it as an industry. If you look at the structure, and if you look at the financials of a number of member companies and see the claims that have been paid, you'll be shocked at the level of claims that insurers actually do pay. The benefits of insurance tend to be misunderstood, tends to be understated. If you know the number of companies or even individuals that would have dropped below the poverty line or that would have gone into liquidation following the happening of some events, but have had the benefit of continuing because of insurance, you really understand the critical role that insurance plays in the country. If I take just a small example of the Airtel insurance product, more than 80% of the people that signed on for that product were testing insurance for the first time. We had more than 300 claims as a result of hospitalization. Individuals that never believed in insurance, that is general benefit of insurance, but the innovation we bring into the product, the convenience we bring into the product. I told you about our online platform, for instance. I had a colleague of mine called in almost like 4 years or so ago now. He just bought a car, and it was a weekend, and he needed to travel. And his concern was, oh my God, how am I going to, I don't want to put this car on the road. I have to travel before Monday. How do I get my insurance? When I told him, just, go online, go onto the Cornerstone website. And he was shocked. In 5 minutes, he had completed his the motor insurance policy, and within 30 seconds of completing it, he had the insurance certificate, he had his policy emailed to him. Those are the sort of things that we bring on top of the normal benefits of insurance, the convenience that comes with being able to transact your business end to end without necessarily having to face the traffic from Apapa to Ikeja or to Victoria Island in terms of our engagement with our customers. Our claims process is simple. We created a dedicated claims team. Indeed, we had a unit within the claims section where their main job was to assist customers to file their claims. So unlike the traditional measurement of claims where the objective was for them to minimize the claims, we wanted as many people as possible to file their claims. So it wasn't acceptable to us to say that the claims remain unpaid because the customer has not submitted the documentation. It was somebody's job within the unit to follow up to assist the customers to get the documentation, because that is the true test of your insurance policies. That's the time you really get the fulfillment of the promise that we make to you when you buy our policy.
Henry Osai Alumona is the Group Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Henry Karll Company Limited.
Henry Karll Company Limited started in a very small scale. We are into engineering jobs, mechanical, electrical. We actually provide services for food industries. I started the business as an individual. I was the MD, the accountant, the engineer, everything for like 1-2 years. I was running the business that way. So it grew to a point, only me cannot sustain it. I need to bring people in. So basically, Henry Karll has grown, and we have staff strength of over 100. So the business has been doing very well. Like I told you, we're into installations of equipment. We're into welding and fabrication, machining jobs. We also have a large scale of workshop where we do spare parts for our clients. The mission of Henry Karll and vision is actually quite big. We intend to train enough technicians in this country because in that aspect, we are lacking a lot. We don't have good skilled technicians. Our business demands good skilled technicians. Over the years, if you look at this country, you see Indians all over everywhere. It's not because of their degree or their higher education qualification that is bringing them here. It's actually their skills in the engineering sector. So we intend to train technicians by establishing standard training center. We're equipping it to international standard so that we have enough skilled technicians in the country, because Nigeria economy is a growing economy. So in this sense, we're going to require a lot of technicians. And if we don't invest in that direction, it's going to affect the country, and it's also going to affect the business of Henry Karll particularly. So our vision and mission is to establish a training center. We have done that. It's still in a small scale, not up to the standard we want it to be. It's to establish a standard training center to accommodate enough people who are willing to be trained, and also to make sure Nigerian economy is littered with enough technicians. Nigeria, you call it harsh business environments. We see it that way, but that's not how it is. To be successful in Nigeria in terms of doing business, first you need to be hardworking, because the environment itself demands you to be hardworking. Nigerian economy is developing. That gives us opportunity to be successful, because a situation where you don't have light, you don't have road, it means it's a place for investments. I think that those are the points that is making us successful. We are hardworking, and the Henry Karll as a company is hardworking in the business we are doing. And when you are hardworking in Nigeria, you will be successful. I think that is the point. Like I said, we're into welding and fabrication, installation of equipment. We do those jobs, mechanical and electrical installations, basically food industries. So in that area, for you to demand for our services, because we have so many people doing the same thing we are doing, what is unique about Henry Karll? What is making us unique? Basically, we consider safety, because engineering job is more of safety. You do work at heights, you carry heavy equipment, you carry heavy metals, you cut, you grind, you do weldings. So if you put all this together, the hazard is a lot. So safety, Henry Karll is known as safety conscious organization. So based on that, our clients demand more of Henry Karll because of the safety nature we have developed in our business. And timely delivery of our jobs. We do that a lot. And also cost effective. We manage costs. We give our clients minimum cost that they can bear, and is competitive everywhere you go to.
And that's a fine place to bring down the curtains onto this package of the EOM Business Network. Thank you very much for spending your valued time with us. We do not take it for granted. However, we hope it was worth your while. But just in case you missed out on any aspect of it, then you can come with us to eomcoms.com and any of our other feedback portals, as you can see on the screen. A deep gratitude to you, our sponsors, for your continued interest and support. Always remember, with you and us, we are champs. Oh yes. I remain Olorgo Elkanah Moari. Please, let's do this again. Same time, same channel on Monday. We'll see you then.